Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? Let me back the camera up. So I'm not used to doing this with my phone. And put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. The internet may not be too great. It is Friday, ain't it? There we go. How y'all doing? So I heard this rumbling and bumbling about some power couple stuff earlier, and I wonder what. Let's see what you guys think a power couple should be like. What is the criteria of a power couple? Is it money? See, for me, I think it's a combination of happiness, love, longevity.
Not fake and not lying.
Yeah, real.
Yeah.
Being real. So, what are we eating, Danny Mitchell? I had build your own pasta. We're at Olive Garden.
That's what I had too.
Yeah, and I had the 5 cheese marinara and meatballs, but I didn't like the meatballs, so I took it off. Yeah.
I had the
rigatoni, right?
Yeah, with 5 cheese sauce, and I had the Italian sausage, and I like shrimp in mine.
Shrimp. Yeah. So communication. That's right. That's right. Honesty. Paula said you look beautiful, Mama C.
Thank you very much.
So,
I'm out on a date. The reason I look so good is because of who I'm with.
Oh, it's date night. Of course, we are headed to watch Molly's band competition tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we gave us an excuse. We're going out of town. We got us a fancy hotel room with one of them heart-shaped hot tubs. Um, there won't be any pictures of that floating around.
Yeah, and I heard something today, and any of you girls that's got any of those pictures that Ernie's talking about, if you don't mind, would you please send those to me because I don't have any.
Yeah, pictures of my wee wee.
I mean, none. I told him that if he dies, I have a picture to remember what it looks like. So if you have one, please send me one because he won't give me one.
No, I don't give them. No, I don't send out wee wee pictures to nobody. So that's a big fat lie.
I mean, those people know how to.
Leslie said she don't have them.
What'd she say?
She don't have them.
Well, goodness.
I think old Southern girl wants them, but I wouldn't. Hey, honey, this Southern girl says that she wouldn't talk to me on the phone and stuff. Do you remember me laying in bed beside you like many nights? You say, "Who are you on the phone with?" I'd be like, "Oh, that's that Southern girl that one that's crazy over Ernie."
Yeah, I remember you having her on speaker and her saying, why won't he talk to me, Jimbo? Why won't he talk to me? Why am I not good enough? Well, for one, honey, you got the wrong part.
Yeah,
That's why
part.
you're not good enough.
And you don't have no greenback.
And I have
You done got Mama C started.
I'm gonna try to be nice, but
Hey, Fluffy.
Ernie said something today about my children. Thank you
sir.
so much.
And I got some onions on the side for you guys in there.
Okay.
Oh, you the man.
Like yours on top.
Okay, thank you.
There's
You'll
another bag for you.
And we pay our ticket on here, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you guys like another bag to make it easier to carry?
Yes.
We pay cash.
Can we pay cash? Okay.
We'll just give him the money.
Okay. But anyway, he made this statement that Hunter's got all of these shoes, and he does. He don't have as many as pairs as Ernie said he does. I can do it, sweetie. It's not a big deal. He wants to give the cash to you. It's cash.
Can you pay it?
And that's the total. Be back with it.
Thank you, buddy.
And Ernie didn't have a pair of tennis shoes. He didn't. That's not a lie.
But we did not take him to Walmart.
But I did not take him to Walmart. Ernie came into my living room while I was sitting in there and said, "Look, Hunter gave me a new pair of tennis shoes." Hunter gave him a pair, and if anybody knows shoes, will know what I'm talking about. Hunter gave him a pair of white Air Force Ones, Jordans. Ernie left our house wearing those.
Judo, that's funny.
I never went to Walmart and bought him a $20 pair of shoes.
Negative.
But my son did give him those Air Force Ones.
They were a lot more than $20.
Yeah. Solid white. The bottoms hadn't even been walked on. Because when my son got them, he has an ankle that's not right. Like, it's right. It just...
Most people's ankle on the outside is the bold part. Hunter's is on the inside. It's double jointed.
He could never really wear them, but he was going to keep. He was keeping those to put on his wall. What Hunter wants to do, and we are going to do, is make him a wall where shoes that he outgrows or whatever he wants to
put them on the shelf and display them.
But his Air Force Ones, he gave them to Ernie. So that little thing that you're with, if you see those white pair of tennis shoes, those are Air Force Ones, and they was given to Ernie by my son.
Yeah, ungrateful Ernie. Thank you, Ernie.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell Hunter because that would break Hunter's heart.
Yeah.
It would really bother him because, he
He did it out of the goodness of his heart
Yeah.
because Ernie didn't have
he
any
went
shoes.
and found those because those were put up.
Yeah.
And he went and found those
I
because
think Hunter got them when he was like 6th grade.
Yeah.
When he had,
Did.
when he wore a size 8.
Yeah.
Actually, they're size 9s. They're too big for Ernie anyway. But, he never really wore them because they were too small for him.
And Ernie, you keep getting on here and you say all these things and how my kids have all this and all of that and stuff, and you're trying to make me look bad. Well, I'm going to tell you something. They do have nice things, but they take care of their stuff because they've been taught to. I don't have to rebuy it over and over again.
Fluffy said, "Mama said you look beautiful tonight."
Thank you. James's uh, Xbox One is the first one that ever came out in. He still has it. It still works. I've never had to
Leslie said
buy.
you look so pretty.
I've never had to buy him another one.
Leslie B said you look so pretty.
Thank you, Leslie. But what? And it makes you sick that my kids have that. But Ernie, what if you bought your kid?
That's a good question.
How many Christmases that when you wasn't with your hold on a second.
Get this up. 20, 30, 45, 48. Let's make sure it's all right for you guys.
Thank you.
Here you go.
77 cents.
Hold on, he's gonna go ahead.
Oh, I'll still get it for you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Here, you can take that too. I'll put it in my purse.
Thank you.
But when you're not with her, and that's been a lot. How many times have you went out and bought your kid anything, or even a pair of shoes? Or,
Yeah, E squared. Let me see if I can find out. Figure out how to do it.
And let me ask you this, Ernie. Your son's old enough to drive. You drove all the way over there to show off your car that time. Your car to your son.
The car that somebody else paid for.
Yeah, it was a Charger or a Challenger or something. But can I ask you something? When you were over there, did you buy him anything?
No, you didn't buy him nothing.
You ever send him a birthday card? You ever just do something? Ernie's kid does the same thing that James and Molly does. You ever heard Ernie say that he's going to a band competition? Have you ever? No, but his mommy does. That woman works hard for that little boy.
All Ernie does, say you can't make a whore a housewife and all this stuff.
Do you know that Ernie called her when the stimulus money come out for my house to tell her that he needed her to give him the stimulus money? Now, this is a man who's never paid child support, who has never done anything for his child.
Yeah, he thought he deserved the stimulus money that came in his son's name.
And he also thinks he deserves the tax money. What is it? Going on there?
She is. Hello, E.
Hello. How are
Ernie,
you tonight?
Pretty good. Ernie, me and Jimbo might go out and we might get our kids the stuff that we try to get. But if you ever notice it's on their birthday or a holiday or it's time that they switch their phones to a phone company.
It don't really matter. It ain't really none of your business, Ernie.
And if you, and another thing, I want you guys to know that Benny won't be the only one that calls social services on you.
Ooh, snap!
I will be. I'm calling them too. And I'm not just calling them. I'm going to call some people here in Kentucky. And I'm going to let them call them too, because this is where you threw your fit at the last time, Ernie. And I'm going to tell them that she has you put up in a hotel room. And I'm going to let them listen to the videos of you and that little boy.
The one where he smacks you,
Yeah,
calls you stupid, or you call him stupid.
you call him stupid.
What's going on, E?
Well, I just wanted to. I heard that you're addressing a few things about what Ernie's been saying, and I just figured I'd address a few things that I've heard in the last day or so. And everybody says, just leave them alone. Don't talk about them. I haven't even been online, period. And he still wants to be fixated on this. Now, I understand. I give this man credit that he's probably never had a house payment. So he probably doesn't understand that when you live in a house, it has to be paid for. And when he sees money on somebody's account, he needs to take into consideration that might be their house payment money, which it was. And he just can't get this whole 700 and I believe $58 he said today that he saw on my Cash App. Um,
Let me tell you something. Ernie's never had a house. My dogs have a better house than Ernie's ever had. That Ernie's
no.
Ernie doesn't know how to pay a house payment because Ernie uses weak women who are in a bad situation sometimes. Some of them are, some of them are not. Some of them, really do fall for Ernie.
Yeah, well, lonely. Usually single mothers, and
Yeah.
without a father figure around.
Well, he got it in his mind that because I had $700 in my bank account for one day that I must have been rich. What he didn't take into consideration is that I was already past due on the payment and was switching it from one card to another, trying to get one to work on the Deadburn website. Is the only reason it was on there in the first place. And then he said something else that kind of got under my skin in two different ways. He said, and you can't have a check on the first of the month just put on your Cash App card.
Honest.
Number one, any account that has a routing and account number, you can have any check deposited into, including Cash App. And number two, I don't get, nor did I get at that time, a first of the month check. So it wasn't a first of the month check. And nothing against people that do. But what I'm saying is he just acts like he knows everything about everybody's life when he don't, you know. And I ain't done nothing. I wasn't even
Listen,
in his chat. I just got it
listen.
sent to me.
There's going to be some stuff happen to Ernie and to Mega and
MAGA.
Mike. I'm calling social services in Kentucky and up there in New York State that she lives in, New Jersey or wherever. But I, I'm also going to go see the judge in Richmond, because wouldn't he just love to see all those videos and to know that they're a power couple and that he is left and he's not allowed to, because they can't get him back to Kentucky from there. So enjoy your freedom, because I'm tired of you saying all this stuff and you mess with my baby boy.
Yeah, that ain't right.
That gave you a pair of shoes worth money.
Exactly,
You
because
know
my
what?
son's got the same exact pair.
So
I know what they're
if you
worth.
don't, if you,
Oh
oh
yes, thank
yes,
you. The
if,
chocolates.
oh my goodness, yes. If you don't have those shoes, Ernie, you've sold those shoes, and you know you have.
Just like you did that red iPhone
Yeah,
when we left Williamsburg. You said,
yeah,
"I'll pay you for that."
yeah.
Never paid one thing on it, and then
That,
you left.
yeah.
And you sold the phone.
That was Hunter's phone too. Hunter worked and paid for that phone for his girlfriend, so that's twice that Hunter's helped you out.
Jimmy, I can see you. I can't read. I can't go to my text messages right now
And
because I don't know.
I,
I don't want to
you
lose the
know,
phone service.
far as far as anything else, you know, I'm I plan on I you know just the background of what Ernie's been through life. He shouldn't be allowed around that little boy.
Right.
Right.
So I'm. It ain't just gonna be Benny. It will be me too.
Thank you, Christy.
If there's anybody in here that ordered t-shirts, they went out this morning. I went to the post office this morning. I apologize. It's taken me a couple weeks. I fell really, really sick right after the sale happened. You can ask Jimbo. I've lost over 20 pounds since we did that sale. So I do apologize that it's taken me a couple weeks, guys, but they did go out this morning. Anybody that would like a copy of the receipt, just email me and I'll take a picture of it for you.
But
Yeah, somebody asked me about you this morning, and I told them you hadn't been doing too well.
but I do hope nobody in here thinks bad of me for doing what I'm getting ready to do.
Yeah. Sarah Smiles, Willie posted in here a few minutes ago and said it'll be a couple weeks for my next scam. Ain't that right, Scambo, or something like that? But yeah, I mean, I don't scam people. I've tried to help people. Like we did the fundraiser for Ocean. I didn't get none of that money. That month long
Right.
fundraiser, it was her Cash App, her PayPal, her Venmo that was on the screen. She's the one that received every bit of it. None of it went through my hand ever.
Right. And the
Scamming.
t-shirts the same. T-shirts the same thing. The money came straight to me. It was my fault. There was a delay. It ain't on Jimbo. Not at all.
Let's see, Jimmy. Okay, I just wanted you to make sure you knew I was here and watching. I get the stints Monday at 7 a.m. We'll be praying for you, buddy.
Yes, we will be.
You gonna walk out?
Yeah,
We'll take y'all with us. We're gonna walk outside.
Yeah, they're cleaning up.
I'll go ahead and jump down. I just wanted to address that one more time. Um, that, people have to pay bills and sometimes bills are high. And if it takes me a few weeks to save it up, then so be it. I save it. I can't lose my home. But I got to thinking about it today and I thought, well, he's probably never had a house payment, so he probably really don't understand, but that's just how the world works. When you live a normal life, you have to save your money and pay your bills. So some days it may look like you've got a good chunk of money, but guess what? In the next day or two,
Yeah,
it's going to be gone as soon as you pay
yeah,
a bill
yeah.
or two.
Yeah, those bill collectors take it. They don't care. And you
Yeah.
like you said though, Ernie don't have no concept of that. He's
Right.
he's never had to pay a rent or mortgage or electric bill or cable bill. Um,
Are you driving or me?
I could drive.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So there may be days where, yes, I do have $800 all at once, but
thank
guess
you.
what? It ain't going to be there long.
Right. And you act like $700 in your cash app was, like you hit the
Yeah.
lottery.
And say, one more thing. I don't know how many tires we ended up buying. Had to go to all kinds of different places. I heard him say we bought one tire at one place, and it was on video. Don't you think if he videoed the one, he would have videoed all the other? I don't know how many tires he thinks the car has in the first place,
Right.
but
That's what I
there
was
was.
thinking.
But there was one tire bought at one place, first place we went. Well, no, we went to the one in one town first. They didn't have it in stock. We had to go to the next town about 20 miles. We did go to two different places, I guess you could say. But that was it. And there was one tire bought.
Let me
And
ask you something about the tire right quick.
go ahead.
Grab that charger, honey. The just a second, let me get in the car here. He's if I remember correctly, didn't you drive him from your house to Prestonsburg on a bad tire and back?
And back, yes, on a horrible tire with the belt completely broken too on the inside.
Yeah, and he didn't buy you the tire, right? He got online and got people to buy it for you, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and he acts like he did all that, you know. And he's talking about he wants to get back to giving money away. Whose money are you going to give away? Is it going to be Honor Roll Troll? I mean, Not My Monkey, or is it going to be somebody else's? One of your sponsors? You damn Ernie.
Can you show him my shirt that I bought me
Can
today?
y'all see Thelma's shirt? She's a big Yellowstone fan.
But
There's a troll on the internet. They calls herself Beth Dutton.
oh really?
Yeah.
Well, that's not me. I don't know how to do that.
Oh no, she hates me.
Oh well.
She used to hate Ernie, but I think they're all in love now, right? They having a big love boat session over there.
Yeah, Ernie would just laugh when when the car would start bouncing, and I mean, we could have lost our lives. We was driving down that parkway 60, 65 mile an hour, and he would just laugh about it like it was funny.
Yeah, he thinks it is funny because he don't have no concept of what something.
Taking care of things.
You're driving your own vehicle that's, has an issue with a tire, and he don't care.
Exactly.
As long as he. This car phone's picked up. Hang on just a second. Let me catch this.
Bluetooth. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better. But yeah, it wasn't his property that was going to get destroyed. He didn't care.
What, honey?
I'm gonna disconnect that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way it is with old Skern. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, I put a link to it on my community page. Constance Sue has something to say. Her channel. She does an in-depth review of Ernie's T-shirt nickel and dime scams for a little while now. All the different money-raising schemes he's had for himself.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you need to check that one out. It's quite telling. I heard that sometime tonight, Lightning Tiger, it's a very small channel with just a couple subs, is going to be dropping a really pictorial kind of video. So you guys might want to check that one out too. Old Lightning Tiger has been working hard.
Lightning Tiger. All right.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody's here that actually has the link to that channel. It's a very, very small channel. You can drop it if any of the mods have it.
Is it got the G at the end or just the N?
It's the G, Lightning, and then a space, Tiger.
Okay.
Got a picture of a tiger in the I have a link in a text message. I could grab it and throw it in there, but I'm afraid I'd lose y'all. I'm not very good at this writing, and I usually do my live from a computer.
Right.
Oh, but I didn't want to not have a live stream tonight, guys. I just I thought we'd be maybe at the hotel or closer to the hotel by this time, but
We've got a little tied up together, just
yeah.
running around doing that and that.
We've had a ball just enjoying each other today. So, do you still hear me?
Yeah, I got you. I'm looking for this channel.
There's a link. There you
Oh,
go. Good stuff. It will be out tonight. I know this guy personally, and he said he's heard so much about these pictures that were in Ernie's email that he was going to find a way to get a hold of them pictures, and he was going to make a little pictorial video tonight. So be sure and check it out. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. YouTube might take it down pretty quick because them pictures, I've seen them. They're awful raunchy.
you got an estimated time on that, or?
Probably I'd say around 2 a.m.
Oh, Lord.
Not to his hotel room yet.
Well, you'll have to screen grab it for me just in case I miss it. I don't know if I'll stay up that late. I might. If I get my second wind.
You hear me?
You'll get it for me?
Yeah, I'll get him to send me the actual video.
All right.
The real copy, and I'll send it to you.
Sounds good.
But on a really positive note, though, I want you guys to pray for my little baby tomorrow. She's, competing in this mid-states competition. So it's gonna be big. They perform early in the day, and then the top 10 bands. So I guess there's a bunch of bands. So the top 10 bands advance to the finals, and the finals are later tomorrow evening. So pray for her, and pray for that. Actually, just not pray for winning, also just pray that she has no problems with her anxiety, and it's a lot of pressure on her.
Yeah.
Time at a hotel without her mommy and daddy.
Yeah, she's at a hotel tonight with the band, and she's never been away from us like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's I called her earlier, and how did she answer the phone? She was so excited.
Oh, she said, Dad, guess what I did?
Oh, yeah.
Escalator.
Yeah, she's so afraid of escalating. And as soon as she answered the phone, she goes, Dad, you'll never believe it. I said, what? She said, I rode an escalator.
And Molly was Hot Topics up there, and she goes, that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
So that's why she got on it.
She rode the escalator up so she could go to Hot Topics in the mall.
That's why she went there.
Well, I'm glad she's having fun. Mine's done for the season, but they're supposed to have Winter Guard this year. This will be the first year the South's going to have Winter Guard. Huh?
Do what?
I said this is going to be the first year that South's going to have Winter Guard. They have, in the winter season, they have it just for the Guard.
Oh, that's cool. What is Coach Lover saying here?
I don't know.
One who feels that if you and your significant other are on a date night. Yeah, we are on a date night.
We are on a date night.
Yeah, man. We are. We just had dinner, and we've been out together all day, and we're just having fun. But I didn't want to skip the live. I skipped it last night, and we were decorating Christmas and all that stuff. And so I've taken so many days off here recently, but we're gonna get back on schedule of seeing you guys almost every night and Go Mean Mug Molly. You got this. Thank you.
And when we get it all finished, I'm going to make him do a video of our Christmas house.
Oh, yeah.
My table is even decorated. And Pioneer Woman Christmas dishes.
Yeah.
It's very pretty, and it wasn't even finished yet when I saw it.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just
you did
pretty.
come up. Yeah. Oh, brain fog gets me. I don't remember what we had for lunch. Actually, we didn't have lunch.
We did not.
I finally ate today. Today was my
that's
third
great.
day, and I had my mommy make me some homemade vegetable soup, and she brought it to me.
Oh, that's so great.
I hadn't eaten in 3 days, guys. I really, really need prayer for my appetite and my nausea. That's my two main problems, and it's causing all my other problems where I'm weak and just barely can go because I'm not eating. So I need prayers for that.
Yeah, we will definitely be keeping you in our prayers. But well, all right, guys, we are just about to, well, we're on the interstate, so we're heading out. We're getting ready to crank up the radio and jam and head to the hotel and enjoy our little hot tub and stuff. So.
Yeah.